Hi, my name is Rosario Hanon, and this is Lab 9 Home Video Lab Report. Through this lab, we'll be predicting the motion of the extreme sports with rope using the momentum principle to calculate the forces acting on the system and the energy principle to calculate the energy and work done by the surroundings. Also, learning how the y and x component periods of oscillation are affected by the forces acting on the system. The main result, we got that using the momentum, Newton's second law, and the energy principle, we made the computational model to closely resemble the experiment performed with the spring and the mass. So here our computational model and see the motion, and here you can see our spring model and the motion as well. So how did we do it? We can see like the red is the computational model and the green is the tracker from our experiment. This is the x position, this is the y position. And this is what the information we got from the tracker. So here's how we got it. We can see how it oscillates, it goes up and down. The period of oscillation is between this peak right here and this peak right here. And from the data from the tracker, we got that the period of oscillation of the x component is 161 seconds, this one. And from the y component is 152 seconds, which is in here. So why do they differ? Because the y component is affected by the force of gravity and also the force of the spring, and the x component is only affected by the force of the spring. The work done in the energy principle, how does this relate? So in the previous lab, the string was counted as the surrounding, and so there was work done by the spring. In this example, the spring is no longer counted as part of the surroundings, but as part of the system. So there's no work done by it, and the total work is 0. The energy principle states that the change in energy is equal to the change in potential energy of the spring plus the change in potential energy of gravity plus the change in kinetic energy. And this is also equal to work. In this case, work is 0, and it's clearly illustrated in this part of the code, which translates to this blue line right here that states that work is 0 through the whole motion. So how would the change in origin location affect work or the physics of the system? Changing the location of the origin does not affect the physics of the system, since the change in energy or work done is still equal to 0, as you can see in this graph, 0. The only thing it affects is the initial potential energy of gravity, since the formula is mass times gravity times height. But it does not change the total change, like it does not change the change in total potential energy of gravity. So I hope you enjoyed this lab. Thank you very much.